I was doing what I do pretty much weekly here in Tallahassee, especially in the summer. I was cutting my yard. I like to cut the yard. I get my 10,000 steps in early in one fell swoop, and I get the instant gratification of my yard looking wonderful, and I get to work up a really good sweat, which feels good about once a week. So I had finished mowing the grass and came in and stretched out on my tile of the kitchen floor, which is what I also do every time I finish cutting the grass. It's a great way to cool off. Only that day, I could not cool off. I had no pain, a little discomfort in my lower back, and it sort of felt like a heavy blanket was draped across my lower abdomen. But I just could not cool off. My husband and son were actually worried, and my husband wanted to call 911, and I insisted that no, I was fine, I'm just a little overheated. EMS got there pretty quickly. They were very nice. I remember distinctly being them talking to me, them pricking my finger to check my blood sugar levels, and them putting me on the gurney and rolling me to the ambulance. I remember being put into the ambulance, kind of a little rough jolt when you get put in there. And I remember my right arm falling off the side of the gurney. And that's pretty much all I remember.
So that day, the pager went off that there was a patient in the emergency room having a heart attack, so we went down. Kendra was there, already placed on a ventilator because she had had cardiac arrest. They had to shock her heart, resuscitate her. At that point, her heart was going too slow and her EKG showed a major heart attack. So we went up to the cath lab. We put in a temporary pacemaker to speed the heart up, found the artery that was blocked and was able to open that relatively quickly and put a stent in, and by the end of the procedure, her heart was beating on its own without the pacemaker. EKG went back to normal, and her overall heart function actually looked pretty good despite having a heart attack, so we were very happy with the result.
Next thing I remember when I wake up, my husband is awake. He tells me I'm in the hospital, everything's okay, and that I'd had a heart attack. Had I been able to speak, I would have absolutely said, you are out of your mind. No way. But in fact I had, and I was in the cardiac critical care unit. I didn't have any symptoms. I didn't have any heart problems. I didn't have difficulty breathing. I didn't have that chest clutching, flop sweat moment. Oh my, hello Elizabeth, I'm coming to see you kind of thing, like you see on TV. I had discomfort in my lower back, probably from, or I thought it was from pushing my lawnmower up the hill that day. I couldn't cool off, so I thought I was having a heat stroke. I had no earthly idea that it was a heart attack, especially a heart attack as serious as the one I had. To that end, I'm very grateful that my husband overrode my objections and called 911. That the EMTs did what they were supposed to do and kept me alive and got me to the ER, that the ER kept me alive long enough to get to the cath lab, and that the cath lab fixed my problem. So don't hesitate to call 911, get to the hospital as quickly as you can, and if you're really lucky, you'll be at TMH, where they take incredibly good care of you.